I've been seeing this pattern over and over again, and if what I'm about to say sounds familiar, pay attention. You've been taking a lot of courses, maybe you finished only half of them. You might even have the full CompTIA trifecta, your A+, Network Plus, and Security Plus. You're applying to SOC analyst roles every week, but nothing. No callbacks, no interviews, just silence. It's frustrating, sure. The job market is rough, but there's also one mistake that a lot of people make that could kill their chances before a hiring manager even gives their resume a glance. In this video, I am going to break down exactly what that mistake is, and more importantly, how to fix it so you can hopefully gain real traction in your cybersecurity job search. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, hello, my name is Steven, and I've been working in cybersecurity for almost a decade, mainly within the security operations domain. On this channel, you'll find videos about career guidance, lab walkthroughs, and SOC related projects that you can tackle and put onto your portfolio. Now, let's talk about the mistake that could be holding beginners back and what to do instead. The mistake? Relying too much on certifications. Now, don't get me wrong, certifications have value. They show that you're committed, that you've studied, and that you're serious about cybersecurity. But here is the problem. Certifications only show that you passed a test. They don't show that you can actually do the job. Hiring managers see this all the time. They get a resume filled with certs, but there's no hands-on experience, no projects, no write-ups, and no proof. You might know what the MITRE ATT&CK framework is in theory, but have you ever mapped a real alert to a specific technique? Or have you observed what lateral movement actually looks like in logs? You might understand what a SIM does, but have you actually used one to investigate suspicious activity? You see, that right there is the gap. And if you don't bridge that gap, your resume is going to look just like everyone else's. Because honestly, most beginners start with certifications and they stop there, which is quite unfortunate. Let's flip this around and look at it from the employer's perspective. Say that you are a hiring manager and you're looking for someone who can investigate alerts, write clear notes, and make smart decisions during incidents. So, what would you give more confidence? A list of 4 certifications or a short report where a candidate actually investigated a simulated phishing alert, pulled the email headers, correlated with sign-in logs, and documented the findings clearly? Ideally, you would want both, which is what I would highly encourage you to strive for. But if you can only choose one, well, likely the latter. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to show that you're learning in context, that you can actually do the work even if it's in a lab environment, and that is what gets attention. So what can you do if you are in that spot right now? Well, here is a step-by-step way to start fixing this. Step 1, pick a tool or topic and go deeper than theory. If you've heard of Splunk, try setting it up yourself. Run a basic query and look at sample data. If you don't know how to get started, I do have many videos on this channel which will walk you through on how to set it up. Step 2, investigate a common alert. Choose something like failed login attempts, suspicious PowerShell, or phishing simulations and follow it through. Ask, what happened? Who triggered it? Is it normal or is it suspicious? There are many free labs from TryHackMe, Hack the Box, and Cyber Defenders to name a few that can help you get started. Step number 3, document your thought process. Don't just take screenshots. Write about what you did and why, even if it's messy. You can use a simple format like, what was the alert? What logs did you check? What did you find? And what would you do next? Step number 4, share it. Post your findings on LinkedIn. Maybe upload it to GitHub or create a Notion page, because this right here becomes your evidence, your proof of capability. You are going to suck in the beginning, and that is perfectly okay. However, if you keep doing this once a week, maybe even once a month, you'll slowly get better, and that right there is what matters most. Additionally, you'll have a pretty solid portfolio that will eventually stand out. So let's bring this back to the beginning. If you have been applying to jobs and you're hearing nothing, it could be because you've been relying too heavily on your certifications. You'll want to include projects and labs that touch on the skills that are related to the role that you're applying for. Now, if you are doing everything right, so you do have your certifications, you have projects, and you've been taking the effort to actively network, then continue to apply and don't give up. I know it's easier said than done, but if you truly have done what you can, then I honestly think it's just a matter of time. That is it for the video, and I hope that you found that informative. If you did, let me know by hitting that like button and subscribe if you want to. Remember to stay curious and do things differently.